Coming up on the cemetery. We're going a different side. I don't know if that'll make it much of any different. But I'm hoping it's a side, and it should be a side that might have some shade. Sun has been pounding all day. Okay. Sometimes the stuff just flows out, and sometimes I get ready to talk about something and I feel really weird. This is one of those times. There's stuff I thought of earlier and I even took a couple notes. I don't feel like I want to do it now. Do it anyhow. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking through my notes while I'm flopping my phone all over the place. Okay. I'm going to talk about my deal with AA. It's so up and down and back and forth. The bottom line is, well, I'll get to that. I'm not understanding my notes. Anyhow, let's see one that I understand. I definitely have a problem with the way the name and word of God is used in AA. I wonder if God just allowed me to get through what I needed, because I really did, to do the place where I'm at, to actually to be able to be allowed to get a job. I have to have a sponsor. And definitely AA meetings were required. And I'm kind of doing them now, somewhat on my own. There's still a few that are required, but doing them to meet people and hopefully know a few people when I get out of here. And like I said, I needed to get a sponsor, and I did. Which, fortunately, I've heard some horror stories on how people, there's some bad things with people being sponsors. It's like people think it's cool to be as much of a dick as you possibly can be to the person you're sponsoring. People think that's cool. That's a pretty good view. Anyhow, okay. Yeah, I thought I had more to talk about there. Yeah, I wondered if, because I was definitely against AA when I got here. And he made it so I basically didn't have to destroy my conscience to do what I needed to do here. And I wonder if that might just be running out. Well, it'll always be somewhere I can go to talk to people that will understand. And it would be great, except, I mean, I know it's not church, but it's just so hard to hear how some people talk about God and think it's God, and it's not God. Okay, I thought there was more there. Pause. Oh, and I think it was a comment from another video that I was commenting on somebody else's, talking about how God made things perfect. And I think the world, when it was created, was perfect in a way that we can't possibly comprehend now. And we've only known the world as it is since the fall, since Adam and Eve sinned. And I don't think we can comprehend all the changes that took place when that happened. It infected everything. There was no death. Now everything dies. Everything is dying. And what's the point? We only know the fallen world. And what we think we know, as far as human wisdom, that's really no good. I mean, all that's left, as I'm finding, is to trust what God says, because human wisdom gets me nowhere. The things that God say don't look like they're true, but the things that seem to be true in this world are no good anyhow for the most part. And I'm talking myself in circles. Had this all worked out so well. See, one more note. Sorry if I'm bouncing you around a whole bunch. Next time I'm just going to bring the camera and walk and oh, okay, here's one. I am, in the next couple of days, I'm doing the gymnastics in my mind of quitting all my addictions. And I was going to ask people to start praying, but full disclosure, I haven't seen any results of praying in all the years that I've been praying. So I just want to put that out there. That's just the truth, and God knows it, and there'd be no sense me acting like prayer changes things when I don't have any experience of that. But I do know that it can't possibly hurt. And once I do start trying to quit everything, and I'm going through which one should I do first, how should I do this or that, I think it's just going to have to be both at the same time. And I'm going to be on here crying a lot. But I just got to get over one hump. I'm looking at it in little chunks. 3 days. That's what. First chunk's going to be 3 days. And I'm going to take a pause because that's about all I got to say about that, I think. Okay, I'm getting close to back into the cemetery down in Little Valley. Where it's usually quiet, and it's getting quieter when I'm here, but of course, I can hear a plane in the sky, and it sounds like an old propeller plane. Louder than most. Of course. Okay, almost there. I don't know if I'm going to post this one. This one doesn't. Last time I did this, it seemed like it flowed a little bit. This one does not feel like it's flowing at all. I don't know if I got the 3 hours to upload it, I'm going to have like 5 or 6 videos, and I'm not even going to remember what's what as far as titling it. We'll see. Okay, here we go. Going down into the bowl. If I'd had my phone with me the last couple of days, I would have been able to talk about these things, and they would have been a little better because they would have been fresh. And when I was out on my run yesterday, I had some good thoughts, things that I wanted to express and talk about. And don't ever remember them quite the same. Sometimes they come out good, not all the time. Okay, it's almost quiet. Hear that? There's just no silence in this world anymore. Okay, I'm going to sit down in the grass for a minute and just enjoy the relative peace. That's one thing after another. There's either a car on the road outside whining its gears out, or another plane flying over. I'm going to head out. I'm soaked again. I'm going to go back and dry off and get cleaned up. Got to do my stupid stuff to get ready for tomorrow. Write the goofy pages. Hold myself accountable for stuff. And they threaten us all the time. Somebody's going to be there tomorrow running the group that I think they basically like giving us these passive aggressive threats. I don't know what the point of that is. This is a strange place. And I really don't think it's very well thought out. There's new people coming in all the time, and they wonder why they have to keep talking to us about cleaning up after ourselves and how do you guys not know to do this? And a lot of guys do, but there's new guys coming in all the time that some don't. They were never taught. Some are just barely off their drug or drink, and they're not quite up to it yet. It just doesn't make any sense. I had a thought the other day of having a certain group and keeping them together and take them through and then you wait until you have enough for another group. I mean, I understand it can't be just one or two at a time. That wouldn't make any sense for a business that needs to make some money. But you could wait till the next group fills up and then keep them together. And then if they're in there for 3 months and they're not cleaning up after themselves, then you say, yeah, what the heck? And I know they get us all together sometimes and they ask, does anybody here not know how to clean a dish? And I'm here to tell you there are some people that have been through here that don't know how to clean a dish. But whenever they do it like that in front of everybody, you think anybody's ever going to say, no, I don't know how to clean a dish? No. And then they do that, and they expect, so I expect all the dishes to be cleaned from here on out. I mean, how can they not see stuff like that? Thought about saying something when it happens, but the thought of actually trying to change this place is just pointless. I'm just trying to survive it and get out and have a life. And AA has got its racket sewn down in here. And the way they do, like I said, the way they do it, there's just so many ways that it's not quite right. I realized too, some of the houses, my room isn't terrible. It's kind of big enough for 2 beds, but there's no other furniture in it. And they put guy in there. I was in one room once, and there was 3 beds in a room that is no bigger than the room I'm in now. And I almost had to move into that one. I don't know how they do it. I mean, stuff like that. I know they got to make some money, but and they always tell you that they're not here to make money. But they are surely here to make money, because when anything happens that they're not making the money they want to or need to, certainly hear about it. Yeah, but I think having living quarters that are just a little bit more sane might help people to act a little more sane. Almost back. I am soaked again. It's hot and sunny all day. I was in the house when that little bit of rain came down. I looked out the window while I was in, and I saw the streets were wet. Must have only been 2 minutes, and it's no sign of it at all. In fact, there was no sign of it when I left the house. Okay, I hope I can get some of this stuff uploaded. I hope you got to see some of the cars. And this last little bit seemed like it flowed a little better, and I didn't have any notes for it. Guess it just has to happen. Yeah, bring more lawnmowers. And Jay, I hope that was something of this is going to be relaxing for you. I hope I can get it uploaded before you're done for the night. Yeah, and J is one and G is another. I don't want you to confuse that. 2 different people. And that's known as the Red House, which is where I spend my nights. And I am going in and do the things I said I was going to do. See you later.